Good morning and welcome to Hamburg, but a slightly different Hamburg. I noticed that when I downloaded the Hamburg Tag and Nacht DLC, the 109 innovation line came along with it. I've never checked it out, but I'd figure we give it a look today. According to the description, it's to be set in 2015 with some new buildings, some updated bus stops, some new routes, so I thought it would be interesting to give it a look. We take the Hamburg city bus. I found this interesting blue jeans livery. Looks quite nice. Now if we look at the routes available, it still seems like we have the 109, the big route going through the major parts of the city, and we got the 688, which is the weekend evening route. So if we look at the 109, it has quite a lot of variations. It goes from a ton of places I don't know how to pronounce, but it seems like there are a lot of variations of the 109 route. I don't remember all of these variations being in the normal Hamburg DLC. This does seem like something new. It seems like the main route is still Alsterdorf to the Hauptbahnhof, which it was in the normal DLC, but there seems to be quite a lot of new routes and a lot of new bus stops which I don't recognize. But today I figured we would try doing, let me see, I pick one. I figured to do this one. It departs at 12:35 from Alsterdorf, where we are at the moment, to Hauptbahnhof, which is the main route which I've driven many times in the regular Hamburg DLC, one of my favorites. So I thought we'd drive it in this 2015 setting to see if we can find anything new, find anything interesting, maybe a few new bus stops. We'll just have a look. And if I can't see too many new things here, we will try one of these new variations. So we'll accept this time schedule and we'll start setting up the bus. Get the electricity turned on. See if I can remember how to set up this EFAB system. And I've already made a mistake. You can't accept the time schedule because the time schedule will cover your code writing. Rookie mistake. Punch in this thing. And then you punch in the code on the note right there. Press the green button. Please wait. It prints a test receipt. Looks good. This is probably good. And then we need to type the number when we accept the schedule. So we'll go here again, 109. From Alsterdorf, 12:35. So it's this number, 66204. Seems too short, but can we punch it in? Yeah, works. Depart in 14 minutes, 109 to Hauptbahnhof. Yes, so we'll confirm. And it says minus 13.7 minutes to departure. Seems fine. We'll go outside and yes, it's set the signage correctly. Quite like the color of this livery, it looks nice. But I'm not too sure about this interior. These seats looks disgusting. These seats have definitely been in service since like the Second World War. Anyway, we'll fire the bus up. Just hesitating a bit there. It's quite a nice day, it's 15 Celsius. I don't think we need the heating on 15 Celsius, it's quite pleasant, right? Turn on at least one fan so we have some sort of ventilation going on. Just let the air pressure build a little bit before we set off. On this bus stop I don't think I see any differences. This looks about how I remember it. Oh, wait, this actually does look different, right? I don't remember this bus thingy being here. This actually is different. They've updated this bus stop. I can't remember how I mapped my buttons, but let's try. That's the rear door and that's the front. Welcome aboard! So yeah, they definitely updated this. I don't remember this, like whatever this is. And the actual bus stop where they got on used to be more over, like more back here with this sign. That's usually where the passengers waited. So this thing is new, and I don't remember these sort of yellow signs with the timetables being on them, the electronic timetables. These are actually really nice. When I grew up and took the bus to school every day, we didn't have these, so it's kind of, you didn't know when the bus was arriving. And there were always like old paper schedules at the bus stop, but they were always so worn you couldn't read them. But these are super nice, so when you arrive to the bus stop you can immediately see, you know, when the bus is arriving. I don't know if this is a fixed schedule. In my town now, like all the buses have sensors, so if the bus is late, this electronic timetable here will automatically update. But I don't know if this does it. But that's very interesting. So there's actually been some changes here. Feels a lot more modern. Yeah, we're 10 minutes from departure. I think we'll advance the time a little bit. Departure was 35, right? So we'll make it 34. If there are any more passengers spawning, no. Now I don't expect this map to be drastically different, but a few modern touches here and there. And it's going to be interesting to try sort of the new variations of the 109 route. So I guess we'll depart. Doesn't seem like any more people are arriving. We got a green light to welcome us, that's nice. So it seems like all of the bus stops has been updated with the electronic signs. The annunciator sounds new too, right? Maybe I just haven't played this game in a while. Oh, we got another green light, that's nice. Oh, it just turned red, damn it. I live in Sweden and right now we have like snowstorms and a ton of snow and it's always dark and it's cold, and driving around here in Hamburg what seems to be a nice spring day makes me jealous, but it's late February right now, so spring is just around the corner. Although saying that, this winter has been fairly mild. I think the coldest it's been is -16, which isn't too bad. and we haven't had that much snow, so it's been a kind of mild winter. Oh, come on, bro, why is this light still red? Thank you. Welcome aboard. That was actually quite a lot of passengers getting on, and it wasn't like every character was unique. That's very rare. Usually you have a ton of twins getting on. And we're already 1.6 minutes late. I don't know how, but probably because of that scumbag red light. The bus audio in this game is just fantastic, driving over those cobbled roads. I swear that the annunciator sounds different. I don't recognize the voice. My frames are a bit worse than what they usually are. I'm usually at 30 FPS on Hamburg, but now it's only 21. Because that's all of the new scenery. This street looks familiar, but something feels a little bit different, I don't know what. Also, this stop doesn't have any of the electronic signage. That's interesting. A poor man's bus stop. Passengers aren't very chatty today, no one says anything. Feels like the textures on the buildings are updated. Everything just looks a bit more fresh. But maybe I'm just imagining things. But it feels like there has to be some reason to why the FPS is 9 frames less than what it used to be. Something has to be different, right? Feels like I'm seeing some new car models as well. Maybe not. Oops. Welcome aboard. Now this new... I don't know what it's called. It's like this small bus shelter that you sit and wait in. This looks new. You also see on the sign here, it mentions that it's the Innovation Line 109. Trying to keep a lookout for new things, but it's such a big map and such a long route, it's kind of hard to identify what's new, but everything just looks a bit different, doesn't it? I don't remember this stop, for example. No one has yet to say hello. Everyone's a bit awkward today. Probably speeding a little bit, but we're running late, so that's fine. Morning. The streak continues of no one saying hello. I don't remember this bus stop either, but maybe that's just me being senile, I don't know.
Nächste Haltestelle, Marktplatz.
Light turned red because one person had to cross the road. I think OMSI does a great job at actually making the city feel somewhat alive and lived in, which is that Volkswagen just drive through the red light, god damn it. Anyway, what I was saying was that OMSI does quite a good job at making the city seem alive. I swear all of these cars are just driving straight through this red light, that doesn't make any sense. Is the light green for them? It is! What? Why is it red for me but green for them? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, besides the weird red lights, you know, you see quite a lot of passengers walking around, other AI buses, there's quite a lot of traffic. Usually when the passengers get off, they don't just despawn, they sort of start walking around the city, so it's, you know, it's quite good. And considering I have a lot of settings turned down really low to make the game just run a bit more smoothly, it still seems very lived in. If you turn up a lot of the settings, it would probably be even better. I just wish there was a modern equivalent of this. OMSI is quite quirky, but I feel like nothing can really quite replace it. None of the new bus sims are quite as good. A lot of people getting on and off here. Morning. Not a single person said hello. Yes, that's realistic for a modern day map. It's supposed to be set in 2015. Why can't I set off? Why is the rear door still open, please?
Nächste Haltestelle, U-Bahn, Seligstraße.
Oh. We were supposed to turn there. I was daydreaming and I missed it. That's not good. That's not good at all. Gonna have to try and turn this bus around. Of course, there's a ton of traffic coming. Of course that guy wants to turn in here. Take this moment to turn this bus around. Now in real life I would probably, I wouldn't want to turn around on the main street like this. I would try to go in on some more of a side street and turn around, but this game I just feel like you could probably encounter some sort of dead end and fall through the map, so that's why I didn't want to do that. This game can be a bit weird when you go like away from the roads that you're intended to drive on. Now I did see that I was supposed to turn like really late, so I could have slammed on the brake and just turned and went for it, but I'd rather not. My passengers wouldn't be very happy. And considering no one has said hello yet, they probably aren't already happy. I think I remember this bridge. When you use the double deckers, it's like a millimeter that this bus can fit under there. No one said hi. Seems that the bus stop has some sort of like reinforcement going on here. I guess, but that's because the weight of the buses all stopping here over time sort of makes the asphalt sink down a bit. Quite nice attention to detail.
Nächste Haltestelle, Maria-Lösen-Straße.
Okay, I'm not gonna miss this turn again. Oh, come on, it's the light. Oh, I almost missed this bus stop because I was looking at the cars on the side there. It looks like they were floating. I was so shocked I couldn't say anything. So far I don't think I've seen too much new things. It looks like the bus stop's been updated and you have those electronic signs on some of them. But so far I don't think I've seen any major changes. Interesting to see how the main bus depot, the Hauptbahnhof, looks in this new updated map.
Nächste Haltestelle, Strickbrücke.
Although it's such a long route, it's kind of hard to identify what's new. Like there could be tons of buildings that are updated and new buildings, but it's kind of hard to tell. But I'm gonna assume maybe they've updated some landmarks and some big bus depots and such, not a bunch of small differences. Hello, hello. I hear a bunch of people laughing. I wonder if that's like some ambient audio from the back of the bus to make it seem like you actually have passengers on the back, not just an awkward silence.
Nächste Haltestelle. Verwechselter Weg.
Are those parked cars? Yes, they are. I wonder if all of these houses are residential. They look very fancy. Maybe we are some high-rolling areas of Berlin. What happened with my steering wheel there? I was in the wrong lane, admittedly. I was thinking about something else and my steering wheel just freaked out. Ironically, it pushed me into the right lane, but that was all sorts of strange. I'm playing with a G920. I don't know whether there was some sort of weird divot in the road that made my steering wheel freak out. Thought I hit a pothole or something. That was strange. Force feedback on this is quite strong.
Nächste Haltestelle. Sophienterrasse.
Now, I must admit I haven't been paying much attention to the time schedule. But we're actually doing pretty good. You know, we're pretty much on time. You need to be more than 3 minutes late for the game to mark you as late. And I think, you know, it's annoying when you're driving like to a perfect schedule, because then you always need to wait at all the bus stops. It's better to be like, you know, 30 seconds behind, that's perfect. It's very crowded in the back of my bus.
Nächste Haltestelle. Alster Chaussee.
I think the 109, the route from Alsteros Albanovsov in the regular Hamburg Tagenacht DLC is around 40 minutes. I'm gonna assume this is the same. It's quite a long drive. It's from 12:35 to 30. Yeah, pretty much. That's also one of the great things about OMSI, is just the length of the drives. You know, 40 minutes of driving through a city, that's, you know, it's quite a large city. I don't know many other sims where you could be driving for 40 minutes just in one city. You know, I consider the Edinburgh in Forza Horizon 4 to be a pretty big city, but even if you're doing the speed limit, you can drive through that city in like 5 minutes or something. You know, this is 40 minutes of city driving, and this is only one route. It's quite a large map. Why is this light red? Oh come on, it just turned green. That smart car on the other side of the road light looks so strange. It looks like the scaling wasn't correct, it looked all squeezed together. Got a British flag here. I wonder why. What's this? Kebs. I wonder if it's like some pub or something. It's hard to pay attention to all the details in the map when you're driving, but there are so many like small shops and stores and probably a lot of reference to real life Hamburg, which I don't recognize. I don't think I've ever been there. I've probably, driven past Hamburg at some point, but I've never actually been inside the city. Also quite nice that the passengers actually sit inside the bus stop while they're waiting, and then once you arrive they stand up if they want on the bus you're driving. So you see, once the passengers get off, they don't just stand still or they spawn, they actually start walking away on the paths, so it makes it look quite lived in.
Nächste Haltestelle, Bahnhof Gantur. Übergang zur S-Bahn, den Regionalverkehrslinien und zur Fernbahn.
Oh, we got a bus link, nice. I see quite a tall skyscraper over there. I don't remember seeing that one before. A lot of people getting on here. We got a vertical line, which means we're not allowed to pass through. Now we can drive, and we got sort of the line which is slightly tilted, which means we can go forward and then turn over like this.
Nächste Haltestelle, Stephansplatz.
Did she say Stefansplatz? I wonder who Stefan is. It must have been pretty good if he had named the bus stop after him. Can't imagine a higher honor than having a bus stop with your name on it. I assume we're going straight ahead here, yes. So I'm hearing like people chit-chatting and people laughing and such. And I can't hear it if I go outside, so I guess it's supposed to be some sort of ambient noise from the passengers to make it feel like you actually got some on board, which is a nice touch. But the only weird thing is that if you actually go back here, you see that no one's, everyone's sitting like frozen in time. Some of these people getting on. someone's getting off at least. Quite a lot going on this sign. Got a ton of routes. I don't think any one of these is sort of like operational for me. I guess it's a pretty good way if you want to like explore this map, because when you're driving it's kind of hard to focus on, you know, what's going on in the map. But you can ride along as a passenger on AI bus traffic. So that could be a pretty good way to, you know, explore the map. Think I'm allowed to go through?
Nächste Haltestelle. Bahngänsemarkt.
Where am I going here? 109 left. I don't recognize, I feel a bit lost. Seems like this place has been updated. Guten Tag, guten Morning. Guten Abend. This main square seems new. I don't remember that statue being there. I want to zoom in on it, but it's kind of hard. Maybe I can do it like this way. There we go. I have no idea what this is. It's so low resolution, it looks strange if you look at it from like different angles. It's kind of hard to read what it says as well. Why aren't my doors closed? Come on.
Nächste Haltestelle. U- und S-Bahn Linz-Umstieg. Übergang zu den Linien U1 und U2 sowie den S-Bahn-Linien S1 und S3. Übergang zu den Alster-Schiffen.
Next stop, Jungfernstieg. Please exit here for Ulster boat trips. Change here for rapid transit lines.
Did you hear that? That's a long ass announcement, and they said it in English too. That's very interesting. That's definitely new. They didn't have any English announcements in the regular Hamburg Tag Nacht DLC. I don't remember this subway entrance being here. I assume it's some sort of subway. Ton of people getting off. Can't remember what the announcer just said, but it's something along the lines, please exit here. Are we turning here? Yes, we
Nächste
are.
Haltestelle. Rathausmarkt. Übergang zur Linie U3.
Next stop, Rathausmarkt. Please exit here for Town Hall.
Why are the annunciations twice now in English and German? Maybe that's because we're nearing the end of the route, so the passengers need to know. So Rathausmarkt looks about how I remembered it. Morning. Whoa, what are these passengers doing? Why are they walking across the road here? That doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? I mean, come on, bro. I'm surprised that taxi actually slowed down instead of just driving right through them.
Nächste Haltestelle. Gerhard Hauptmann Platz.
109 UAL start. And we got the 109 continue straight ahead. Seems like no one is getting on.
Nächste Haltestelle. Hauptbahnhof Mönckebergstraße.
I think we're nearing the end of our journey here. I think the main bus stop though is just up ahead, to be honest. People aren't getting on anymore. Some people getting off.
Nächste Haltestelle. Hauptbahnhof Steintordamm. Diese Fahrt endet dort. Bitte alle aussteigen.
Next stop, Hauptbahnhof. Please change here for Central Station. This bus terminates here.
There we go. And we also had both a German and an English announcement telling the passengers that this is the last stop. Why aren't we getting the time report thingy? It doesn't say think we're complete, that's weird. Let me everyone got off, so it's gotta be the last stop, right? And the announcer said that this was the last stop. Maybe we need to actually drive to the bus stop though, for it to recognize that we're done. I wanted to drive over to the bus depot anyway, just to see how it looks, if there's any difference. Or is this the final stop? Did I stop too early? Maybe here was why I was supposed to stop. Yeah, there we go. Stopped one stop too early. Alright, let's look at this. Considering I didn't pay any attention to the timetable whatsoever, we did a pretty good job. Around this point we were around 2 minutes, but no one really bothers if a bus is 2 minutes late. So, all in all, we did pretty good. And especially considering, you know, I took a wrong turn at one point, but managed to turn around. Now we are down here, but I just want to take a right up here and just have a look at the bus depot, see if I see any differences. Come on, bro, move. So I think this looks about how I remember it, right? Or maybe? No, all of these parking slots are new, right? I can't actually remember, but something here looks different. I can't quite remember these parking slots actually. You know what, we'll park up one of these slots. Could be a good way to finish this video. I don't have an especially good angle for making it in here, but we have no passengers and there's no one here to judge me, so it's fine. We'll eat that curb a little bit, but that's fine. There we go. I think I saw something on Steam with electric buses. Maybe you could charge them up here or something. Would be fun to try. Anyway, it was a successful journey. We've explored the map. There seems to be quite a lot of new stuff, to be honest. All the bus stops have been updated. But this journey existed in the old DLC as well, so next time we'll try some of the new routes or some of the new variations of 109 and see what those are all about. So thank you for joining in today, and I'll see you next time.